Yo, haha, Magnificent.
What is good, YouTube? Your boy Magnificent coming back with another quick video. And today, actually, I just want to keep it real with you guys. And I want to talk about this topic because, education in the United States of America has changed dramatically over the course of at least 30 years, right? I get that the older generation looks down at the younger generation for not knowing certain things and yada, yada, yada with 2x4 and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, let me call this for what it is. Trade school, or what's trade school today, used to be offered in countless high schools and middle schools across the nation. Meaning you had your home economics class, you had your auto shop class, you had your wood shop class, you had your computer classes. You had all types of resources and classes that you could attend to as a kid, at least back in those heydays, where you learned those type of measurements, how to cook, how to sew, things of that sort. So if you think about it just for a second, what was available back then, ask yourself, and at least in schools, is it available now? No, it's not. So I'm going to say that to say this. A lot of people don't know that as a young kid, I wasn't out partying, doing all that stuff, because I actually invested my time to be a mentor to other kids, right? And that time spent with other kids, and I'm talking about, this is when I was like 17, 18, I would try to learn and understand where the kid is coming from, or where kids are coming from in terms of an educational perspective. Why are they disinterested in going to school? Why do they hate going to school? Whereas when I went, at least when I was in 6th grade or 7th grade, I would love to go to school. And the reason why is technology. It's the first time I had exposure to a computer. And at that time, we didn't have the internet. Yeah, I don't want to sound like that back in the day person, but we didn't have the internet, but we had technology. So that was my first time looking at computers and understanding technology as a whole. Anywhere from turning it on, how to use, how to type, things of that nature. I felt like over time, when our educational system started pushing these trades out of the public schools, so your auto shop class, your wood shop class, where you probably likely would learn how to measure things, that makes sense. When they started disappearing from the school system, and they made it to the point where it's like, if you wanted to learn a skill set, you got to pay for it. When that transition happened, I felt like that's when the educational system kind of went, at least in public schools across the nation, went like this. It just went downhill. Again, I'm just being honest. And we like to sit there and accuse kids of not knowing how to do certain things, but at the same time, again, how we grew up back then is not how it is today. So I felt like if the educational system today was like it was before, would you have that many kids acting out? No. And I'll give you a perfect example. Again, I do a lot of technology. I like to learn a lot of technology. Most notably, the VR headset that you've seen in my previous videos, which is the MetaQuest 2 VR headset. And how do I know that kids are more interested in technology than ever? All you got to do is hop into a Quest VR headset, go to any app platform, and you'll see so many kids. Again, they love to play games, but I've seen some build worlds. I've seen some do some coding, like some actual computer coding within VR, and speak from a technical perspective. Like a lot of kids. A lot of kids. So my question is, should there be some type of reevaluation in the education system to bring back these trades that were once available in the past? Because I feel like if that's the case, then more kids would be interested in going to school, because they get to learn a skill set that they can use, that by the time they're done high school, they have that option to see what avenue they want to go with their skill set, and kind of help not just themselves, but us as a nation in terms of development, right? So I'm going to say that to say this. Comment below, again, let me know what you think of our educational system today versus what it was back then. Should there be more emphasis, at least pointed towards the type of curricular activities that are offered in our system today? Are they actually being funded the way they should be today? Or is the money being misused more today than it was before in terms of the educational system? That I'll leave that to your discretion. But I will say this. So let's just say I ran a school, right? And I gave these trades out, these different classes available for kids to choose so they can pick a path, a career path that they want to do. And this is prior to college. This is prior to any other trade school. And you get the basic concept or development from other experienced people or teachers within that field. So, these kids will actually, they'll actually want to learn what they want to do. And it'll help them develop in their skill set. I could give you a perfect example. If I had a class where I could teach VR to a bunch of kids, right? And this is just, I'm pumping out ideas here. I bet you a lot of kids would be interested to learn how to code, learn how to world build, because you never know, that same kid could develop an app that you likely would probably use, or a platform that could be a game changer for our country, right? So stuff like that, it's just something that came across my mind. And when I started looking at things like, I think that interview last night or whatever, between the whole TikTok thing, and it just made me think, like, do we care about the education of our children, or do we just care about how much money is in our pockets? And if we care about this versus this, I'm afraid. I'll be honest. I'd be very afraid, because money and power is one thing. Educating our kids, who are the future, is another. And me personally, that's why I did this YouTube channel. Not to just talk about shoes, but the technology and things like that. It's just literally just to give that empowerment back to kids, make it an environment where it's not just friendly, but it's, makes you laugh, right? That's why I don't pay attention to all the negative comments that I see nonstop, or I filter it out, because it's not worth the time, right? That's not why I'm on this channel. It's literally to have fun, keep it real with you guys, and just get your honest feedback about the things that go on in society, specifically, like I said, in this case, the educational system, where different trades are going on, where the whole push off to college, get into debt, that type of transition from the past to what we are today. And I feel like, again, the whole point of this video is to get your opinion on how can our educational system today be improved, or at least have kids more engaged to actually want to go to school and learn something, versus becoming dismissive and just disinterested in what they're learning, because let's keep it 100. Like, a lot of these kids know that what they're being taught won't help them in the real world, right? And that's the unfortunate truth. I'm not talking, and that's not to say that everything that we're teaching in the school system today is useless by the time it goes out to the real world. What I'm saying is that if they had more opportunities, right, or more choices to choose in terms of different skill sets that they could use, basic skill sets that they could use out in the real world, they'll be more interested and more engaged. I'll keep it a buck before I get to the surprise at this video. When I was a kid, I would actually help my teachers pack up, for the year, and or at least my former teachers, I should say, pack up for the year, help them, whatever help they needed. I would actually volunteer my time to help them. That's because I cared, that the fact that they cared so much in teaching me and educating me about computers and et cetera, et cetera. And that was my thank you for, helping me out. So that was my way of helping them out for helping me out, if that makes sense. And I feel like that if we go back to that, again, that whole trade skill set, that skill set of learning different types of unique skill sets that'll help people develop from, the kid stage to the adult stage, I think that's kind of where we need to be headed to. But your boy Magnificent, before I go, today is Friday, and I told you I was doing a giveaway. I figured I'd sneak it in this video. So Into the AM, if you don't know, has high fabric quality t-shirts. I think this is the Heart. I'm going to say this is the Heart Clock t-shirt, but you'll see it right here. And I stress on these t-shirts because summertime's coming up, springtime actually is right around the corner. And these shirts and their technology really are beneficial for your money. That's just my opinion. That's the reason why I represent Into the AM. That's just I'm keeping it. I'm actually being honest right now. So anyway, I want to give two, not one, two of my subscribers a chance to get a free T-shirt, right? A design T-shirt on the house, right? And I'll have the details in the description below. And all you have to do is just go to Into the AM in order to enter. Go to first be subscribed to the channel, obviously, but go to Into the AM and be. Let me rephrase this real quick before somebody takes this and misconstrues it. In the U.S., must be 18 years or older. Okay, it must be subscribed to the channel. Now let's get to the whole details. Anyway, you go to Into the AM and you click on, I believe it was their fabric design. I'll have it kind of right here displayed here. These type of their graphic t-shirts is what I was trying to get at. You select any one of them, and then I don't know if it's easier for you guys to just to put the SKU or actually the title of the shirt along with the size. I think that's when I tried this last time, it was kind of weird. But if you go into the AM website, go to the t-shirts, select the, I don't know if you want to do it by title or if you want to do it by the ID. I think the ID or the title is fine, with your size, your corresponding size, and put it in the comment section below. You will have a chance to be entered to get one of two t-shirts that I will be giving away. And basically how this works is, if you're selected with whatever you select, I will be shipping that t-shirt to you as proof to show people that these t-shirts are very good in terms of being pre-shrunk, the material, the high fabric quality that they use to construct these t-shirts that last you a long period of time versus, just that typical t-shirt you get at the store. Throw it in a washer, it either shrinks or rips up, and you just wasted $10, $15, $20. But your boy Magnificent, man, I am out. Just wanted to talk on that topic, just let everybody know that, hey, man, I'm the jack of all trades. There's certain things people do not know about me. I let people think what they want to think. That's just how I am. But it is what it is. Everything's a learning experience. But your boy Magnificent, man, I am out. Good luck to you guys with the Into the AM giveaway. Again, this is free, totally free, on your boy Magnificent. Much love to the YouTube community. I am out. You guys, stay blessed.